Good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk. Today, we are going to be talking about the statement of deficiencies. We have a very good special guest that we invited today, and Miss Emily and Mr. Richard. They own a assisted living facility in Chandler. Miss Emily, can you please tell our viewers where is your facility located at?
The assisted living facility is in Chandler. It's in 1926 West Highland Street, Chandler.
And what is the name of your facility
Golden
again?
Touch Care Homes.
Okay, and of course, welcome Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard has been involved in this assisted living for quite some time now. And we welcome you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Again, we are so thankful that you're joining us today. And today's topic again, what we are talking about, because you are an assisted living, Miss Emily, how long you been running this assisted living?
How long are we running the care home? Is it 5 years? 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Mr. Richard has a good memory.
Yeah.
Miss Emily. Yeah. So you've been running for 5 years, right?
She's
And
been,
mostly, what is Mr. Richard's participation in the facility?
oh, yeah, he
Aside from
entertains,
being a driver.
he entertains all the residents,
Okay.
and then also he's a bookkeeper, an
Uh-huh.
accountant.
Wow. So you have, he's doing also the grocery shopping, of course, because he
Yes.
drives and drive you over.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Richard, again, as you guys can see, he's very active in participating with the activities in the assisted living, and you guys are licensed for 5.
For 5.
Okay,
And
currently.
he also does the inventories.
Oh,
When we don't
wow.
have stocks anymore, he will write it down.
Okay, so from being accountant and bookkeeper, and he's doing the inventories, and that is lovely. You know, if we have some elderlies that we can have them participate, and even in the group home, you know, if they're capable of doing it, you know, we just have to give them a little task for them to build their self-esteem and also keep their mind occupied, and that is also their form of exercise,
Yes.
right? So again, you have license for 5, and you've been running it for more than 5 years, and of course, you encountered some experience when Department of Health Services comes in
Yes.
to inspect
Yes.
your home, right? With the last 4 years of inspection, did you have a lot of deficiencies?
No.
No? And then
Just 1 or 2.
just recently?
Mhm.
Okay, I would like you to share your experience when Department of Health Services is coming in. Do you mostly at home?
Yes.
Okay, so when the Department of Health Services comes in, especially with this COVID now, right? How long, you know, we're just talking about your experience. How long did they stay to
Oh, just
do the survey?
recently they came. I think that was June 23.
Okay, and how long did they say? 10 minutes, half an hour at least?
I think that was 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, so I think that is just the protocol right now. During the COVID, they shorten their visit. But during their visit, what do they ask you to give? Or at first, of course, when they're coming in, you provide the COVID protocol, right?
Yeah.
You have to check their forehead with the temperature and things
Yes.
like that. When they're coming in, what is the first thing that they have to ask you to tour?
Yeah, tour the on-site,
Physical.
yeah, the physical
yeah. Okay.
inspection, and then all those papers like the
Documentations.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So did
But-
they give you a paperwork for you to start filling those out and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
She gave me a list of documents that I need to submit within 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Within 24 hours, and I think right now a lot of surveyors, they're giving you an ample of time because they understand what people are going through these days. So
But 24 hours is not. It's
plenty
it's
enough.
immediate.
Yeah, I know it's plenty enough to compare with 2 hours from the past.
Okay. Yeah.
So when the surveyor comes in, they're going to give you a list of information. Typically, these are the administrations, right? Make sure that you have the documents for the residents,
Mhm.
and then of course personnel.
Yes.
Okay, so again, we're talking about your experience, Miss Emily. When the Department of Health Services comes in, did you get ding on this particular survey
Yes,
that
this
was
was
happening
the
in June?
first, and I hope this will be the last.
Oh, I think I like that. The first and the last,
Yes.
right? So, can you share with our viewers what is the major deficiencies that you had? Do you have to, did you pay a fine?
Yes,
Oh, okay. And is that okay to share with our viewers? What was it?
yes, that's okay. We have an assistant caregiver,
Uh-huh.
and then during the time I was really very sick. So
Yeah.
I asked him to drive for me to
To
the
go
nearest drugstore,
Oh, I see.
CVS, so I can buy something for my stomach upset.
Okay.
So, and then when we came, I know already the assistant caregiver was calling me.
Mm-hmm.
So when I answered the phone, the inspector is here.
So typically you left the assistant caregiver alone just for a
Just
short
for
period
that
of
time, yeah.
just to
Mhm.
get your medication. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, during that period of time, the surveyor came in.
Mhm.
So what did you do after? Immediately you
So
came home.
when I came home, she was still there,
Uh-huh.
and then she told me to submit all these personnel records,
Mhm.
especially for the new caregiver.
Yeah, the assistant caregiver that you left alone, which is typically you guys don't leave them alone, but
Yes.
because of that a little bit emergency.
Yeah. Mhm.
And fortunately, they show up on that time frame. Isn't it
Mhm.
something? So anyway, going back to that assistant caregiver, when you got your deficiencies after a few days or something like
Mhm.
that, so they ding you for that because he was an assistant, you are the manager, and the caregiver mostly the one who's
Yes.
doing the thing in the
Yeah.
assisted living, right?
He's always under my supervision.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so when you got your deficiency, what did you do? Did you, may I ask how much fine did you pay?
It's 500.
Okay, that is for the Department of Health Services.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And because this is your first time deficiencies, so they did not put you on the enforcement.
It is.
Did they put you on the enforcement also?
Yeah.
With the NCIA board?
No, not
No,
the
just
CIA.
the Department of Health
Yes.
Services.
Mhm.
So there are two enforcement that they're dinging you guys. Is one for the Department of Health Services, which they oversee the facility and NCIA board. It's good that they did not turn you in to the NCIA board because it is just your first time. But if it's your second time,
Mhm.
then you'll be enforced with the facility and you're also going to be enforced with the manager.
Mhm.
So you are very, very blessed for not being turned in
Yeah, I
to
was
NCIA.
praying for that. Yeah.
Okay, so you paid $500. That is just for the certificate, right?
Yes.
How about the fingerprints? He has all of
Yes,
those.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Mhm.
that's good. So when you did your plan of corrections, what did you tell the surveyor on your plan of corrections about this assistant caregiver who doesn't have the
Yeah.
certificate and they should not be left alone?
Yeah. What I did was, our plan of corrections was, in case of emergency like that,
Mm-hmm.
he will go to the store or drugstore by himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be left with the
With the
caregiver,
Okay.
and then so that it will not happen anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though I'm not feeling good that time. And then another plan of correction, I should have a backup,
Mm-hmm.
like a caregiver or manager, and I put one of our friends, one of the ALHO member,
Mm-hmm.
and then we made an agreement is as needed basis.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, again, the Department of Health Services right now, they are asking for a backup
yeah,
if the caregiver or manager are not available to work. So it's good for you guys to have a backup. So again, we tie up with the different
Yes.
ALHO
Mhm.
members
Yeah.
and again, it's good to be in the organization also,
Yeah.
the people that you know that in the event of no available caregivers
yes,
or managers, they'll be there for you to cover up.
yes.
Okay?
And another
after
one,
that,
aside from the agreement that we made, we also made a personal reference character that she really knows us.
Oh, okay,
And she
good.
can do the service.
And of course, they have those documentations also,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Which are the requirements? You guys need to have the caregiver certificate, they
Mhm.
have to have their fingerprint, CPR,
Yes.
you know, the references and,
Yes.
you know,
Mhm.
anything that's needed
Mhm.
for, a
Yeah.
requirement for the personnel to be
Yes.
working.
And then the third one is, the manager should ensure that the assistant caregiver should be certified.
Okay,
So during that time, he's already enrolled
Yeah.
here in
Mhm.
assisted living training school.
okay.
And then, now Richard told me, you have to make sure, just check daily, you have to have a daily basis, day-to-day basis on his progress and how he's doing.
Oh, okay, this is when he's in the school.
Yes.
So,
And then, that's the online,
Online classes,
Yes.
yes.
and then
But you
have to
told
make
the,
sure.
you told the surveyor that he's already been in school and you've
Yes.
been updating the surveyor of the
Yeah,
progress?
I already attached your certification. You gave us
Mhm.
the
The
certificate
letter.
that you're,
Mhm.
that he's really enrolled
In the school?
in the school for a week.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And
that's
then,
good, that's
yeah.
good. So it took like June, July, August now,
Mhm.
because he was in school during that time, he did not finish it or things like that, and we submitted a letter, you got a letter from the school
Yes.
that this
Mhm.
particular person, which is your assistant caregiver, has been in the school taking his caregiver certification.
Yes.
But what did the surveyor, did he accept that letter
Yeah.
as a?
But then there was a deadline, uh, he's going to take the exam
Yeah.
July 9.
Mhm.
But then I put it there. He requested for an extension,
Extension,
so
okay.
that to make sure that he will pass the
Okay.
exam.
All right, and now that's the reason you're here. You're picking up his certificate, and he had passed the exam.
Yes.
Okay, so that's put a closure to your plan of correction of the deficiency, the
Mhm.
Department of Health Services,
Mhm.
and you submitted those documents. And what did the surveyor say?
At first, all this plan of corrections, I said that all this, he said the plan of correction is already acceptable. But then after that, when our caregiver passed the exam, I still emailed the surveyor and
The result.
the
And the
result of the
certificate.
exam. I told the surveyor, I emailed her. I told her that I am pleased to inform you that our assistant caregiver has successfully passed the
And
exam.
completed the.
Yeah.
Okay, very
Mhm.
good.
And
You-
then she said,
Uh-huh.
and then I attached all those certificates and
Yeah.
the result. And then the surveyor emailed me back. She said, excellent,
Amen to that.
congratulations, and thank you for updating me.
Yeah, yeah. You know what, guys. When we have deficiencies, just don't get mad, right? There's always an IDR, which is informal dispute resolution, that you can always send to Department of Health Services within 10 days after you receive your statement of deficiencies. Sometimes the surveyor, they find something that you think it's not correct, right? Or sometimes you have the documents, but you did not do it right away. When the surveyor comes in for a survey, when they pointed out that you need to change, or this smoke detector needs battery, don't just stand there. Make sure you get the battery. Don't put the battery on the table. Make sure you put it there when they are there seeing it. Because sometimes, even though you think you did the plan of corrections right away, it's not acceptable. So again, with the Department of Health Services, they need to come in, the surveyors, to, so that we are regulated, and there's always a solution. You do your IDR, you do the informal dispute resolution, and you do your POC, the plan of corrections. One more last thing, Miss, when you got surveyed, did you remove when you were doing your plan of corrections, did you remove your caregiver off the schedule?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's still under my supervision.
Okay, but you did not leave him alone anymore?
No, not anymore.
Okay, very
And we
good.
want to make sure we have at least three hours to monitor how he's doing on his online class.
Oh, okay, very good. Okay, well, wonderful. So I'm just hoping that you guys
I
learn
also,
something for.
excuse me,
Uh-huh,
I
go
also
ahead.
put the attachment, I took a picture, I printed the picture and the progress, you know.
Report, the progress
uh,
report.
Yeah, the progress report on how he's doing. So when
Okay.
he's done with this and this, and then there are a lot of check marks, I put
Yeah.
it there and I attach that.
Yeah, Department of
to the
Health
plan of
Services,
correction.
yeah, they know if you guys are doing the right thing. You know, they know who's doing the fraudulent, they know who's doing the, to correct the right way. And they can tell, and again, we make mistakes, again, I keep on telling, our viewers that that's why they call it plan of corrections. Make sure that it's not gonna happen again. Okay, well, anything that you wanna add, Miss Emily, with the experience that you had?
Oh, I am just so grateful and thankful that there is a school like this.
Okay, thank you so much.
Assisted living training school. And according to my caregiver, our caregiver, that he has learned a lot.
Amen to
From
that,
this
that's
school.
good. Okay, well, thank you so much, Mr. Richard. Thank you so much, sir, for hanging in there and really backing up Miss Emily with what she's doing and what she's believing, taking care of a lot of elderly, and of course, Miss Emily. Emily is a very good person, and then again, they have their facility in the city of Chandler, 85224.
85224.
On the zip code of 85224. Again, if you guys have question about the plan of corrections, about the statement of deficiencies, please reach out to us and let us know how can we help. Again, thank you so much. This is Let's Talk. Nhor Latinovich, your host. Thank you.